All right, you guys, welcome to tonight's team call. Today is September 26th. I cannot believe we're almost into October. Means our next call will be in October. Crazy. And next week we will have Danielle Natoni, Fit and Funky, on our call. So I'll be kind of putting that out there a good bit for the next week or so that she'll have a lot of people on. Obviously, you probably guys not know who she is. She's super successful and just kind of the face of Beachbody and Shanti and all that good stuff. So anyway, she's going to be hosting. Thanks to JL, she reached out to her. So thank you for that, girlfriend. And let's see what else. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, yeah, basically 5 days left of the month. So if you're trying to hit Success Club, you have plenty of time. Just, sense of urgency, put that out there for if that is your goal for this month. And let's see what else. Clean Week starts I think this starts on the 3rd. I'm going to do a group one. Yes, thank you, JL. The 3rd, I'm going to start a group for the team. So if you guys want to do it with me and your customers, we can do it as a big team group. And I think it's going to be amazing. I think that this is going to be an entryway for a lot of people to get on board with trying Shakeology for the first time. The price point is crazy. So getting people a meal plan, clean meal plan, workouts, and a week of Shakeology for $30 is just really, really great. It's going to be a great way to introduce our new customers or people who have not been ready to commit to a full bag or a month of Shakeology. So I'm really, really excited. I think this is going to be a big turning point for our business too, because we're going to have access. We've been doing free groups forever. We haven't had anything structured, and this is going to be really, really awesome. So anyway, I'm excited about that. And obviously UK will be launched in October too, but we still are in September, so we'll focus on the next few days. But tonight I wanted to kind of go over one of our vital behaviors. We have 4 of them, and one of them is inviting. Now, I know this is probably the most difficult. No, I know it is the most difficult. It's easy sometimes easy to get our workouts in, and drinking a shake is very easy. And recognizing people for their awesomeness, that's just natural. But sometimes inviting can be nerve-wracking. It can be one of those things that you just don't do. Who's guilty? I am. I think we're all guilty of that because, again, it is, number one, getting yourself out of your comfort zone. It is doing something that may be fearful because you may feel like you might get rejected or get a no or get no response, or get some sort of judgment. And here's the thing, you're going to get all of those. So go ahead, number one, and know that it's going to happen because that's just the nature of the beast of inviting. It's not letting it paralyze you just because it's going to happen, because it's going to every single one of us multiple times. So number one, just know that it's not saying no to you. It's saying no to whatever you're presenting to them, and that's okay. So first and foremost, I've got some notes over here, so I don't want to miss anything. I want to first say we always need to be inviting to something. It doesn't have to be a paid group. It doesn't have to be coaching. It doesn't have to be whatever it is, but always inviting to something. And I'm going to kind of break things down to make it kind of simpler. And that way you can maybe start implementing it in your business. But I like to plan things out by a month so that in increments of a week, I'm inviting to one certain thing. So for instance, I didn't say this at the beginning of the call, but I'm going to host a sneak peek 1-hour live event on Sunday night, which seems to be a popular thing, doing the 1 hour in a event page. So I'm going to be inviting to this event the rest of this week, whether it be via Messenger, which seems to be the most effective, or, you know, putting the event out there and sharing within the event, and also inviting via social media. So for me, that's the rest of the week. Come Monday, I'm going to start inviting to Clean Week, which again, I'm going to start our group on October the, and you guys give me your input on this. I was thinking the 9th, but I don't know if that's going to give people time to actually get their Shakeology. Should we do it the 9th or the 16th? We can discuss that within our team page. But that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to invite to, which is going to be an easier thing to invite to, I feel like. You know, inviting to clean or free groups is easy. And I think this clean eating or the Clean Week is going to be a lot easier to invite to. So that's going to kind of be how I'm going to do my week. The following week, I'm going to be inviting to a paid challenge group, like the challenge pack. And then the following week will be coaching. So it's going to like for a calendar week, it's like free or clean week, right? Challenge group and then coaching. So that's kind of how you can plan your inviting, is that you don't necessarily, and this is your business, you do it however you want, obviously, but maybe you don't invite every single day to a challenge group, or every single day to coaching, or every single day to, just plan it out to where you're inviting like for the next week, if that makes sense. So this is another way that I feel it's easier to come up with a plan for your week, like on a Sunday or whenever you have a little bit extra free time, is sitting down and writing a list of people that you're actually going to invite, whatever it is you're going to invite to, within the next week. So that when every day rolls around, you're not going, who the heck am I going to reach out to? Who am I going to talk to? This way that, not sure if you went over this, but how much is a 7-day clean eating? It's $30. $29.95. I know, it's ridiculous, which is really cool. So there's going to be a lot of yeses to that. So I'm really excited. They're just going to say, I mean, you're getting like all these 7 meals plus clean eating plus workouts for $29.95. Okay. So what was I saying? Hold on. Oh, writing a list of names. So whatever it is your goal, how many people do you want to talk to within a week? Is it 3 people per day, 5 people per day? That's your call. You know, however fast you want to build your business, or however more people you want to get exposed to this business or a challenge group or whatever, that's your call. So if you want it to be fast and, you know, quick or whatever, or more people, then talk to more people. That's just the nature of it, right? So if your goals are just, you know, smooth and steady, 2 to 3 people per day or whatever. And again, maybe on Sunday, get a piece of paper or however you work, write the list out so that when it's time for you to do your invites, you have that list all ready for you to reach out to a few people in the time frame. If you have 10 minutes to do your invites, or 15 or whatever. So you're not scrounging and going, who am I going to talk to? Who am I going to talk to? You already have the list in front of you. Now, if you're one of those people who like to do everything in kind of one day versus 2 per day, 3 per day, 4 per day, and you want to do like 20 in a week and like do it all in one day, that's one way to do it too. You know, 30 in one day, and just get them out like that, your invites like that. And I'm going to kind of go over the how-to within this call too, so just hang in there. All right. So again, I was saying plan your week, whether it's to invite to sneak peeks, free groups, challenge groups, 3-day refresh, whatever it is. Just have something that you're always inviting to. There's so many things to invite to. So just kind of plan it accordingly, however you're wanting to run your business. If you want to follow the calendar that I put up in our team page every month, you can do that too, and we can do it together. If you want to do your own thing, obviously that's cool too. But don't let no's or unresponses or no responses paralyze you. That is a lot of what happens with coaches, is that they get that no, and it's like a devastation, right? It's like a I'm paralyzed now because I can't get over the fact that this person just either deleted me or blocked me or didn't say anything or whatever. That's not on you, okay? That's not against you for whatever reason the person is not ready and it's not for them, and that's okay. It's time for us to find those people who do want and who do need this, right? So when you get your no or your no response, good. Not now. That's cool. Move on. Don't dwell on the fact that, Carla told you to suck it or whatever. Move on and find the people that are like, oh, I need this in my life. Thank you so much for reaching out. I wanted to reach out, but I was too shy to reach out, so thank you for reaching out. You're going to get those whenever you talk to enough people, I promise. So fight the fear of rejection and be confident in what we have. We know what we have is something that helps people, so be confident when you're going into your invitations and know that you have this gift to offer people, and own it. Own up to what we have, and don't be afraid to invite to what we have. And let's see. Replace your fear and doubt with personal development. We know that. I like to say before I go into invitations or invites, I want to be happy. I want to feel good. I want to be confident. And that's where the personal development comes in, is that, I'm not going to go into an invitation or invite somebody to this business if I'm feeling wonky and I'm like, blah, blah, you got to feel like excited and good and happy. And when personal development does that 9 times out of 10, unless you're not digging into the right personal development. So get that in and then dig into your invite. And people are going to sense that you're a little bit different than most of social media, because social media right now is like, you almost don't want to even go on social media right now because all of the controversy and all the politics and all the whatever's going on. So you are going to be the different person that's going to be happy and confident and sharing something of value whenever you're going to invitations. So, okay, and like I was saying, it is a vital behavior, you guys. And I'm just going to put it out there, and if you're not doing it, you're not going to grow your business. And we're all guilty of falling in that rut of not doing it. I know I am guilty just like everybody else. You get into a, what's the word I'm looking for? I go into where I'm like really, really good, and I get them out there. And then if I miss a day or two, then I go into this downward spiral and I just leave it out of my day. So get to the point where it is one of those things that you do every day, to where it's part of your day, just like brushing your teeth, or hopefully you do that, or bathe and hopefully do that. So hopefully you put that vital behavior into your business, because it is a vital behavior for a reason. I know we're really big on preaching the attraction marketing. Yes, that is definitely part of social media right now, and I know that there's a lot of other noise, and there's a lot of other network marketing companies that do send messages just kind of like we do, but we can do it in a different way, other than, hey, buy my product. Hey, have you seen my skin looks amazing now? Or whatever. We can do it in a different way, to where we're connecting with people kind of first before we're just throwing this cold invite out there. We want to connect with people on a level of genuine friendship and care of the person first, before we're necessarily just cold inviting. So, and that's also with, going to their social media page and loving on them and that sort of thing, and asking questions and interacting with them in a different level other than just speech typing. But I just kind of want to change it there. But so let's see. This is another one. Going into the invitation, knowing that what it's going to do for the person you're talking to, and not what's going to do for you. Because I know we can get into that, well, I need to hit Success Club, or I need to make a sale, and that can come across in a way that the person feels that. If you're going into the message like, okay, I know this opportunity could help this person, or whatever it is, going into an invitation to the person and thinking about that person. Thinking about, what void do I think this person could feel? Like, what could we fill this person with? whether the opportunity or a challenge group or, just the Shakeology for blood pressure or whatever. Going into knowing and talking to the person with genuine intentions, definitely. That feels good. It doesn't feel icky. It doesn't feel weird. It doesn't feel spammy when you're going into it with that genuine, heartfelt reaching out. That's going to change a lot of things, because I know sometimes it's easy to just copy paste and send these messages out, and it's not geared towards a person. They're probably like, why did you even send me this? Like, so does that make sense? Thinking about the person you're talking to before you go into the conversation, and then fill the void, whatever it is you feel that they need. So that's going to make you feel better about inviting. It's going to make you feel good. And if they do say no, they're not saying no to you, or they're not turning you down. They're turning kind of themselves down, because you're offering something that could help them. And if they say no to that, then that's okay. That's kind of on them, sort of thing. So, and again, going in the invitation with enthusiasm and excitement. Feel excited, be excited, and when you are excited, they're going to feel it on the other side of the message. So, I mean, that's obviously self-explanatory, but it's easy to just kind of go through the motions. And try not to when you're talking to people and inviting them, right? Think about them and how it potentially could change their life. And that's exciting. That's really, really exciting. And be enthusiastic about that. All right. So I've got some other things over here. And let's see what we're doing in time. Okay, 8:18. So how to, right? What do you say? What do you go into? Obviously, everybody's different. And I'm not going to give you a script, because your personality is different than mine. I'm not going to say the same thing that you're going to say, but there are things you can tweak. And I'm really big on GoPro. You guys know that. There are quote unquote scripts in our team page under the file section that you can make your own, right? So the GoPro approach, when it comes to like the opportunity, is fairly simple. It's just basically asking, hey, Samantha, I just wanted to reach out to you and ask if you've ever considered doing what I do as a coach, because you, XYZ, you are so inspiring. Your fitness journey is probably going to inspire so many people. Whatever the genuine reason is that the person would be an amazing coach, and you just say, have you ever considered because XYZ, and then just kind of let them answer that. A lot of times they're either going to be like, yeah, I've actually considered it. And you've probably asked them for a reason, because they kind of have some sort of, I'm lost of words. Sorry. Something that it's basically exuding that they could be a coach, right? So they're going to come back and say that, or they're going to come back and say, no, I actually haven't. Or really, you think I would be good? Like, sometimes you surprise people. Like, I couldn't do what you do. And you're like, yeah, you could. Like, I promise you, I'm no different than anybody else. So whatever the answer is, just reiterate the reason why. Yes, I think you would be amazing because you inspire people. Yes, I think you would be amazing because you have a business mind, or whatever reason. And then simply ask, if I sent you a video, would you take a few minutes to watch it? And then you can send them whatever video. There's a new one out. I don't know if you guys are on the Beachbody Champions page, or there's other pages too, but corporate came up with a 2-minute video that's really, really kind of heartfelt that you can send. But I love the 7-minute intro to Beachbody, because it touches on everything that we have to offer with the community, with income, with fitness, with accountability, everything that you could possibly want with coaching. It shares that. So I always want to share that. And then following up the person, finding out when they're going to watch the video, and then asking what they like best about it. So that is broken down in our team page in the file section. So if you ever want to use it, it's easy. And I almost just played a video of Keith Callahan. I think is his last name, Keith. He's a coach in the network and in the Million Club, and he is just like this time of year, he's like, I invite to challenge groups. He said, but this time of year, I'm really, really inviting the coaching opportunity because New Year's is like a hop, skip, and a jump away. We don't think it is because it doesn't feel like October. It's just October, but we're going to blink and it's going to be the new year. And that's when it's like our Super Bowl for the next 3 or 4 months, right? So now's the time to get people on board so they can get their feet wet. They can get, train and learn how to get the word out what they're doing so that once December, January, February, March comes around, they are ready to really grow in this business. So anyway, he was just really talking about, I need to put the video in our team page of really, really, really digging in and inviting to this opportunity right now so that once the new year comes around that starting the new year, it's great, but there's a lot of time that they could have already established their business, right? It takes a little while to get moving and running and that sort of thing. So now's the time to do that. But I'm going to go back to the how-to of inviting. And I know that GoPro talks about the indirect invite, and I like that with challenge groups because sometimes it's hard to say, hey girl, I'm running a group that's for people who need to lose 50 pounds. Would you be interested? Like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's sometimes not the most, it's not very communicative to send that sort of message. But if you go in an indirect way and say, hey, do you know of anyone that would be interested in a group that is looking to lose 10 and 15 pounds. If you know of anybody, send them my way. A lot of times people will say, what about me? That I'd be interested in that. So the indirect invite takes the pressure off of yourself, and it also takes the pressure off the person because if they're not interested, they could say, sure, I'll send somebody your way, right? So I think that's in our team page too. If you want to use that sort of, again, going into invites, definitely you want to think about the person that you're talking to, but the indirect is kind of a way that you can kind of, I won't say copy and paste, but sort of using that sort of script because you're not directly inviting the person. But I kind of want to go into the hot market, our hot market, which is like our best friends and our family and that sort of thing. And I am so guilty. When I first started, I didn't invite a lot of that. I kind of went outside of that market. And what I'm finding now is my friends and family who are doing a marketing company or direct sales or whatever, they are coming to me and they are saying, hey, try my product, right? And I'm like, of course I'm going to try your product because I support you and I care about you and I love you, right? And I want you to be successful with this business. Of course I'm going to try your lip stuff. Like one of my best friends just doing lip sense. And I'm like, yeah, girlfriend, like it looks great. Like people seem to love it. All right. So I bought like $90 worth of product from her the other day, right? And she just started and she was kind of smooth. She was like, I kind of want to pick your brain. You've had success with network marketing. Can you tell me how I can like run with this business? I'm like, you want me to buy some lip stuff? That's fine. I'll buy some lip stuff. You just totally worked me, and that's cool. But the whole point is I know that I'm really guilty of not talking to those who are closest to me because I didn't want to bother them, right? So if you haven't, quote unquote, tapped into your closest friends and family, we know we can help them, right? So don't be fearful of talking to them because I'm noticing again that other people they're definitely talking to the hot market, and then you can kind of move on to your warm and then cold eventually. But all right, so I kind of wanted to go into the how to also whenever maybe you make a post on social media and you're like, I'm going to host this group and I'm going to help people lose 10 to 15 pounds or whatever, and people say, I want to learn more information. And from the get-go, this was one of those things that I kind of learned from our online office because we didn't have team training and all that stuff when I first started. It was definitely just digging in the back office, figuring it out myself. And it was asking a lot of questions. So here's the thing. It's easy to say, oh, you're interested in my challenge group. Here's the information. It's going to be 21 days. You're going to drink shake. You're going to eat well. You're going to work out. Are you interested? Here's my link. And then be done. And they don't sign up and you wonder why. This is how I've been doing it for a while, or since day one, and sometimes I probably don't do as well as I should, but asking a ton of questions before you even tell them what the challenge is about. Like, don't even give them information at all, other than what they already know from the post that you made, right? You're going to ask them, I'm glad you have interest. Can you tell me why you have interest in this group? And then they're going to tell you, I need to lose 30 pounds. I've been stuck. All right, so what have you been trying lately? Have you been on any kind of workout regimen? What are you eating? They're going to tell you. And then you're going to ask, okay, well, how much time do you have per day to commit to working out? They're going to tell you. And they're going to continue to ask questions until you have in your mind exactly what program and exactly what is going to help them. Again, this is going to take time. It's not going to be 2 seconds and then you send them a link. You're going to figure out their, and I don't, want to necessarily say pain points, but there are pain points. You need to lose 30 pounds. That's a pain point, right? You want to be able to run outside with your kids. It's a pain point. And you have a solution to that pain point. So when you figure those things out, when it's time to give them information on to how to necessarily, or close, you can say, this is what the challenge group is going to be. It's going to be working out 25 minutes per day. You're going to drink the superfood meal replacement. You're going to have a lot of energy from it, and it's going to help you run around the yard with your kids. It's going to help you lose those 30 pounds you've been wanting to lose. And, whatever it is that they said they wanted, we know it can help them, right? So reiterate those things that they have told you after a bazillion questions. A bazillion questions. If I go through like a message thread of people that I've talked to, I don't get to anything until they tell me everything, right? And it's not me throwing up information. It's at them throwing up information. Them giving me all this information so that I know what's going to be best for them. And then from there, you can say, it's going to be about $4.50 per day. Here's the breakdown. You're going to get a meal. You're going to get your meal plan. You're going to get me as a coach to help you get through it. And you're going to get your workouts. Is that doable? And usually they're like, oh, yeah. After you break it down, you're going to have this full solution in this $4.50 or $5 a day. Is this doable? And then from there, you can say, okay, well, here's the link. And you walk them through it and say, click on it, choose your Shakeology flavor. Let me know if you need help deciding what flavor. I recommend, always tell them I recommend the barista pack, because the vegan one, because it's my favorite. And so they get a variety of the chocolate, vanilla, and cafe latte. And then from there, I'll say, let me know when you're finished with your order. Send me your confirmation number and email address. Just for some reason, it gets lost in the cracks. I have it, and I can go to Coach Relations and have it fixed. But it's them giving them directions and telling them what to do at the very end, and then them completing it. And if they don't, then you just go back a day or two later and say, hey, you were really interested. You acted like it's this doable. Is there anything else I can help you out with to get your order processed? So let's see what else. Was this helpful at all? Okay, any questions about anything? Still have a lot of time. The new online office. I know. That's going to be great.
At what point in time, like when you're messaging your cold market and you're getting to know them, like what point in time do you get out there and send them an invite?
I think it's just kind of a gut thing. I feel like, and if they're liking your stuff, if you're liking their stuff and you're commenting on their stuff and they're reciprocating that on your stuff, we know how social media is. When people are liking your stuff, you're liking their stuff, and then you're commenting and they're commenting. There comes a point where you kind of feel like there's a connection, and maybe you've had several conversations, whether it's about the book they were reading or their vacation or whatever. And this is another thing, if they like a post of yours, like one of your post about a challenge group, or your workout, you did a workout and they liked it, or a video, you can go back to them and say, after, you know, if you've had some sort of connection with them, and say, thank you for the like or the love on my post. I really appreciate the support. And then kind of go into, are you doing any sort of workouts right now? And it doesn't even have to necessarily be that invite. It can be just kind of walking into the invite. Because if they're saying, well, I'm not doing anything right, they're probably going to come out and say, I am, or I'm not doing anything right now. I need to do something. And that can be your walk into, oh, well, that's funny you say you need to do something, because I'm hosting a new group coming soon, and would you be interested? So it's just kind of feeling out the people you're talking to, and eventually it just kind of might come up in natural conversation. But again, I know it's a hard thing. I know it's not the easiest thing. It's one of those things where the Mel, what's your last name? Mel Robbins? 5432? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, eat that frog. Like, if this is the one thing that is not a part of your day, but obviously it needs to be, you're on this call, you want to grow your business, it has to happen. At some point, again, we're all about attraction marketing, but behind closed doors is where we have to be sometimes, right? So making it part of your first thing after your personal development or something like that, and just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and just do it. And eat that frog. It's the hardest thing throughout your day, so make it the first thing and cross off your list and be done. And then you feel good. Like, you know, I feel like for myself, when I'm in a rut, or I feel like I'm not moving forward in my business, it's because I'm not doing the things I'm supposed to do. I'm not doing the action stuff, right? I'm just not doing it. And when you start to feel good. You start to feel like accomplished. Even if you're not getting yeses, you feel like, okay, well, at least I know that I did the effort. I know I put the effort on, and then you can feel good about it. You can't be upset for anything because you know that you did, right? Like, I can't be upset if I didn't put it in, right? Like, I can't be like, oh, I didn't hit my success club goal, but I didn't invite anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I said that right. Anyway.
I understand.
But it's crazy because when I first started, I remember writing out emails to people. Emails, of all things. It wasn't even social media too much. It was, okay, they told me I need to, or this training, it wasn't even like it was online office. You need to invite. I'm like, okay, so I have to do invite. I didn't even think about what people would think about me. Or if they say no, it was what I had to do. And now we overthink it. Now we're like, oh my gosh, you know, so-and-so told me to go suck it. And I'm sucking this month. Wake up. Wake up. You've got time. You've got 4 full days. There's plenty of time. Seriously.
I think with Facebook, it makes it more nerve-wracking. It's almost like it's instant yes or no. You know what I mean? Whereas if you just send an email, you can send it off, and then you know they're not going to say anything for a while. You know what I mean? So you're not getting that instant feedback. You're not showing them your face every single day. So maybe that's why it's more, I don't know. That's just what I think. That's why it's a little more intimidating, I guess.
And this is another thing you can do. If somebody does respond no or not now or whatever, you can just say, would it be okay if I followed up with you another time when I'm hosting another group? Maybe another time would be better for you. And, you know, are you going to say yes or no? If they say no, leave me alone, then leave me alone. But they're probably going to say, okay, sure, that sounds great. Maybe I'll be, you know, ready the next go round or whatever. But just come out and ask and say, you know, if it's not right for you right now, maybe another time. But see what else. Again, you know, I know we're really kind of better at just posting on our personal page or like page or whatever and inviting, and that's great, and we have to do that. I mean, that's one of those things that it just is part of it, but don't rely on that, you know, because even like Diana posted today about you and JL's group is coming up, which is going to be amazing. I love your picture too. Anyway, so, and she said, you know, not everybody sees your post. They don't, because they probably have 3,000 other friends on Facebook that for whatever reason is going, you know, the algorithms are funky and sometimes your post is not being seen unless a bazillion people are liking it or commenting it, and they're not always, and it depends on what time of day too. It depends on your audience and when they are on. I know that I come up with these best posts, I think, and they're really not that great, but I think they are at the time. I'm like, oh, this is going to be it. Like, this is going to be the post. And I posted it like at 11:30 in the morning, and I'm like, did I post it on my personal page or did I post it in a private group? Because nobody liked it. Or did I post only me to see it? And I'm like, oh, that wasn't really that great of a post, I guess. But it might have been the time of day. So sometimes if I don't get traction on it, I just delete it. And I'll do it another time. I'll just say delete it, and I'll go, maybe the time there's more traction. I think for me it's probably around 7 o'clock at night or something. When people are coming home and they're, you know, getting dinner finished and then they're sitting down, or probably even later, probably around 8 or so when the kids are going to bed or whatever. But it's just finding the right times to post too. But again, I know we're really reliant on our posts, and it's just, you know, and it's just connecting with people privately and just sharing that you are offering it to that person, because sometimes you post something and they, especially with the opportunity, and people think I couldn't do that, or I wouldn't be qualified to do that. And we know that you don't have to be certain qualification or whatever to coach, but when you reach out to someone and you put it out there in front of them and they're like, really? If you just put it out there on social media and go, come free for all, whoever wants this, people are probably going to think that's not for me. I couldn't do it, right? If you're speaking directly to one person and you say, hey, I have this, look at it, let me know what you think, and then it's different. And I need to post, again, that video, Chalene Johnson, be messy, fix it later, don't use filters. Definitely being your own person, yes. I know another thing we're guilty of is following other coaches, and there's nothing wrong with that, getting ideas and that sort of thing, but sometimes it's easy to be like, oh, I want to use that post. That one was awesome, but I would never have said that, ever. People would know that I would never have said that, right? So just be you, because you're going to attract people that are your people because you are you versus, I don't know, whatever other coach is out there that being you is enough. It's more than enough. Anything else? I know that we had talked about in person too. So inviting, if you wanted to post something in your hometown or your house, shake and share, something like that.
I like the idea that girl on the wake up call had, where if you're going to go to coffee with somebody or have somebody over, make them a shake. I never thought to do that.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. That was a good call.
It was.
All right. So what's you guys' goal for the rest of the month? Anybody want to share? Or anybody have any wins or anything? And don't everybody look at me and act like you don't have a win. I think I have a win. I should have a win tonight. A girl that had reached out a while back, she said she needed to lose some weight, and then I had offered her at the time, it was a 3-day refresh, I was doing a group, and she basically blatantly ignored everything I said. And after we had a conversation, she's like, I was like, okay. Well, a few months ago, I guess probably 2.5 months ago, finally we were going back and forth, and I said, you know, I had a challenge pack, and I didn't think she was going to do it because I thought she was going to be anti-shake because she was doing Herbalife shake. And then she said, it tastes horrible, but la la la. And she signed up for the challenge pack, and she loves the UV2, which I don't really know too many people doing that, and she is loving it. Anyway, she's obsessed with Shakeology now. And so, I mean, she's like posted on social media how much she loves it. She tags me, and I'm like, why are you not coaching? She's like, oh, I couldn't do that. I'm like, you're doing it. Like right now, you're doing it. And I said, if anything, you can save 25% off. And so we went back and forth, and she's like, I just don't know. Like, she did Scentsy, I think that's what it's called, a long time ago. And she said, I didn't have much success with it. And I'm like, well, this is different. You know, we can help you with it or whatever. Anyway, she and I have been following up with each other, and she said, I think I'm signing up tonight. So I'm excited about that because, again, she seriously, I mean, every time she posts, she's like, I love Shakeology. It's the best thing ever. I've lost 7 pounds and all this stuff. And like, and then she's sending people my way, and I'm like, stop. I don't want your people. You keep your people. I won't take your people from you. So she said she's signing up tonight. Oh, good. Well, that's awesome. Very cool. Well, again, I'm going to do another 1-hour sneak peek on Sunday, so hopefully you guys invite to that, and maybe kind of tweak it up again. Several different videos, and the new video that's corporate, that's really good, and it's short. But what else? You gonna win?
I should have a coach or girl signing up as a coach next month.
Awesome.
Because I seen I get notifications from Pinterest, and last week I got a notification that she created a Beachbody board, and so I was like, ooh, what's this? And she hasn't posted anything on it yet. So I'm like, and she loves everything about the company because she's lost weight from like Insanity and stuff like that. And she used to drink the shakes. So I'm excited. I've been keeping up with her.
Awesome. Good stuff. JL. She keeps saying, what are you? Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, man. Really?
Defeats the kind of purpose. I mean, it's great to have a discount, but
Yeah.
She's even had people like come up to her and say that her posts and stuff encourage them, and I'm like, come on, you're already doing it. She's like, no, I don't want to work it.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Kind of what her and I, JL and I, are going to do is at the beginning of the month, we're going to do some kind of free group, And then we want to do every month like a clean week group with new people in it each month, and then invite them to a challenge group and then talk about the coaching opportunity. So that's kind of what we want to do. Or we're going to do it. Like next week, we're starting our free group. I'm excited.
Yeah. So looks awesome. Yes, build those relationships for sure. And I think that's kind of where we're different, you guys. Like that's where coaching is different. And that ever, you know, I get on some of these calls, and I never want to knock other network marketing companies. I love network marketing. I think it's amazing, but I don't like. And you guys have been through this too, where you're thrown into these groups. You never talk to the person ever. They become friends with you on Facebook, and then immediately throw you into a group about whatever it is they're doing. And I'm like, I kind of feel used. I kind of feel like you used me a little bit. Like I kind of feel like you took advantage of me. Like no, I mean really, like you became friends with me like 5 minutes ago, and I'm now in your mascara group or your whatever group.
And if you don't interact in that group within like a week, they delete you as a friend. I'm like, what the heck?
Well, that's probably a good thing. I don't know. But I think they kind of like teach that, or some, you know, maybe just some organizations, maybe not all of them, but I don't know.
Well, Facebook needs to go back to when somebody asks you to join a group, and it needs to go back to letting you respond to it instead of just throwing you in the group, because I actually get a notification someone has invited you to their group, and I go look at it and I'm already there, and I'm like, why are you telling me somebody asked me if all you're going to do is put me in it?
Yeah.
I don't really like that idea. Before in the past, it used to be they'd invite you and you could decline whether or not you wanted to join it. I don't know why it's changed that. I have so many friends that complain. All my friends are like, one more person adds me to a group and I'm deleting a bunch of people. And I'm like, you won't catch me doing that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm in so many freaking unique groups and LuLaRoe or whatever. I swear to God, I'm in like 5 different people's unique groups. Or, yeah, I'm just like, so if I decide to buy something, who the heck am I buying from?
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I've got Orion, like she's my girl. So when people are adding me, I'm like, I understand you want my business, but I'm already with Orion. Like I'm not gonna, I'm sorry, you know, or again, like the lipstick stuff, that seems to be another one that you get thrown into groups. And, you know, my best friend just signed up with that, so I'm going to buy through her. So people kind of need to ask first, like, do you want to be a part of this group? And if you do, we'd love to have you. And that's kind of like how we kind of do it. You know, we have a free group. Do you want to be a part of it? I don't know. Again, I'm not saying we're better, or maybe I am.
I think on the girl that sells Pampered Chef, she said something online, and I love Pampered Chef. But the person I bought from a long time ago, it was just like at a party on the other side of the mountain. So I don't even think she sells it. And I messaged her. I'm like, I didn't know you sold Pampered Chef stuff. She's like, yeah. And she's telling me about the stuff. And I kept hinting, like asking questions. And finally I had to come to her. I'm like, can you send me the link so I can look at your stuff? I mean, she was going about it the right way. She wasn't like, here's my link, go ahead and look. So I thought, well, if she's not willing to just throw her website at me right away, then, and she followed up with me. She knew when I ordered it, she knew when it showed up and everything. And she doesn't bug me. So I was like, cool. Just gotta find the right ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't want to delete me if you sell things, because I like the online shop. I'm just not doing it right now. But when Christmas comes, all you makeup people, I have a 13-year-old that loves to wear makeup, so I'm going to be searching. But they get mad if I don't buy right away, and they delete me as a friend.
Feel dirty.
You When somebody comes to me and they're like, I want your product, I want to buy this from you, send me your link now. I'm like, whoa, hold on. Let's talk first. I don't even know, let's talk about your goals first. I don't even like to just send my link right away then either.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's what, am I unmuted now?
Yeah, you're good.
That's what Shalene said. I mean, she said a lot of the stuff was the same that she talked about at Summit. Like you specifically go to a car dealership and you have one of the salesmen walking towards you. They could be just coming over to talk about your outfit or your shoes or your hair, but immediately you already have your defenses thrown up because you know what the person's going to go. So if you're hitting your page with all your Beachbody stuff, all your Shakeology stuff, all your products, people are going to immediately think you're going to just try to sell them rather than build a relationship with them or just say, ask how their day's going. So you want to like tone down your role in your goals, I guess. But it was basically Summit the second time. She did this pretty much the same pitch, but it's kind of a reminder saying, yeah, you don't want to be a salesman, because if you're a salesman, it just won't work out. I mean, everyone puts their defenses up. I mean, I see it. Like all those It Works people. My younger sister does It Works, or she used to, and then they got the new product out today, and it's blasted on all their pages. Here's the new product. Here's the new product. Here's the new product. You got to buy it. I mean, that just makes you scroll right through it even faster.
What is it?
Some sort of coffee additive. It looked like some sort of. I think it's something like that Hayes has been talking about. I didn't look much at it, but
okay. I think so. I saw somebody post earlier today that I'm friends with, and she's in my fitness group, and she's like, because she's really into keto, and she's like, I'm not tricking my body into the ketosis. I'm going to do it on my own, sort of thing. So she's basically putting out there like, leave me alone, don't comment or don't try to sell me. And then somebody put underneath it, my company that I work for just started with a coffee. That's probably what. Okay. So I did see about it. Interesting.
Yeah. One of my buddies is like in the top. I don't know if they're in the top 10 or top 20 in that company, but like his whole family's involved. So of course, they're friends from high school. So I have all of them on my Facebook page and just pounding the thing, and that's how that business is. I mean, they buy 2 get 4 free, buy 5 get whatever free. I mean, that's not how Beachbody works. Beachbody works the opposite way. You build a relationship first, and then you build the business. So you just got to remember that in the back of your mind is you just don't want to come off as a salesman right off the get-go. You're just going to scare people off. And that's why I deleted a lot of my, like some of the links that I had attached. I think it might still say I'm a coach, but I looked at that's another thing Shalene said. She says, if you look at your Instagram page, you click on somebody's post, and if you see all the same things, you're going to know what their ultimate goal is. You're going to feel like you're being stalked by the person. So just be cautious of what you're posting and how much you're posting, and just don't come across as a salesman. I mean, Shalene, like I said on the page earlier this week, a $15 ticket to Summit to a Shalene social media training was a good wake up call, I guess, and just a reminder of what to do and what not to do.
Yeah. Thank you.
But
I actually changed my link in my Instagram. It used to take them right to my coaching site so they could sign up their free membership. And I went in there the other day and put my Facebook link there so they could find me on Facebook if they want to hook up there. Because I was like, I just don't want any random person going in there and doing that kind of salesy sort of. I don't know.
Good to see you, Kat.
Hi.
Hi. I don't have anything. We are 5 till 9. I know Nicole is excited about her experience from Super Saturday.
You mean me, my future husband? You can say it.
I almost did, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't.
It's okay. Have no shame. Have no shame whatsoever.
She had her selfie with Chris Downing. He actually held the phone because she was shaking too bad after the workout. And she's like, oh yeah, my future husband.
And he rubs my back.
Yes. Yeah, his first time to Atlanta, and I was like, oh, welcome to Atlanta. He goes, I kind of like it so far. And we were like, we like it too, that you're here.
It was an amazing Super Saturday. It really was good.
All right.
It was amazing too. You missed the workout.
I
It
know.
was really good. It was really good.
I'm sure. My puppy's been through the ringer, but he's better now. So I had to go home. I hate I missed that now because it looked great. The video was really cool. All the videos that I was seeing on Facebook, the live videos and stuff.
It was good. He worked the heck out of us.
He was in Houston too. Cool. I think he was all over the place. That's amazing how they just get on those trainers all over the place in like 3 days time span. All right, let's get a picture real quick, and then we can see if there's any more questions, and then we will get together next week with Danielle. All right. I'm going to do it on 3. This time I'm going to be prepared instead of just like throwing you guys off guard like I always do. So we're going to do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful people. Oh my gosh. Beautiful people on our team. We need to change our name to something like Beautiful People. Beautiful Empire. Oh, okay.
I like that.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for getting on tonight. And if you have anything else, just post in the team page. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I didn't cover, but hopefully this was helpful. And I'll post the link and the video once I upload it to YouTube. So, all right, love you guys and see you later.
Bye.